miles. The eyes are formed by two craters, and the snout is a collapsed structure, possibly a volcanic or mud vent.
All right, well, from teddy bears to chocolate, Valentine's Day often means buying chocolate for your sweetheart. And now a new study shows the scientific reason why we love chocolate so much. Researchers in the UK, they built a 3D model of a human tongue, and then they used it to discover more about the tasting experience of dark chocolate. They identified that it all comes down to the chemistry and how the outer layer of chocolate melts in a person's mouth. First, chocolate comes into contact with a person's taste buds. Then the chocolate starts to melt, and then it breaks down into sugar crystals, and that's when people get a rush of happiness, or as they like to say, those boosting endorphins. I don't care either way. I like the way it tastes. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't go away. News 4 Tucson at 5 starts right now.
Straight ahead on News 4 Tucson at 5, the Tucson Unified School District gets hit with a cyber attack. News 4 Tucson's Gabrielle Parrish will join us live with the latest on what happened.
Plus, after the deadly traffic stop of Tyree Nichols, Lupita Murillo shares how local police departments are looking at their own agencies following that brutal attack.
And then later, new research puts Arizonans' expanded school vouchers front and center, why the new price tag could put the program in jeopardy. News 4 Tucson at 5 starts right now.
From KVOA, investigating for you. This is News 4 Tucson, live at 5.
Happening today, a cyber attack is causing some big disruptions for students in the Tucson Unified School District. Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney.
And I'm Angelique Lazardi. News 4 Tucson's Gabrielle Parrish is live in Midtown right now with the latest on this story. So, Gabrielle, what do you know?
TUSD students tell me that the school told them that their Wi-Fi is down and that's why they cannot access district computers. But Sean, Angelique, it's a lot more complicated than that. Sources close to the investigation shared an email with News 4 Tucson that there was an alert received by TUSD from possible hackers. Those responsible call themselves Royal. According to the FBI, the group has done this in the past to other companies. They typically demand up to millions of dollars to release cyber systems. Students that go to Tucson High say that they were told it could take between 48 hours to 3 weeks to get this resolved. But some students are not even aware that they have been hacked.
It's very unfortunate that the system's been hacked. That's terrible, but my son has a lot of really great teachers who do a good job with lectures and other forms of education, and I'm not really that concerned that his education will be hampered. I am just concerned that it might affect his grades.
TUSD superintendent released a statement saying that the district is doing everything that it can to get this issue resolved. Now, this group, Royal, they typically do this attack and they steal data and they do double extortion attacks, and it's unknown how much money they are asking for and who is going to pay that. Reporting live from Midtown, Gabrielle Parrish, News 4 Tucson.
And today, a total of 7 Memphis police officers have been relieved of duty in connection to the death of Tyree Nichols. This has outraged the public and law enforcement, including right here in southern Arizona. News 4 Tucson's Lupita Murillo is live at the Pima County Sheriff's headquarters with more. Lupita.
Dr. Kevin Gilmartin worked here at the Pima County Sheriff's Department for 20 years. He headed the Behavioral Health Unit. He's now a law enforcement behavioral scientist who travels the world consulting with other police agencies. Let me warn you, the video you're about to see, some of you may find disturbing.
This was just thug street beatdown. That's all this was in Memphis. These were not people acting as police officers. It was basically a street gang in blue.
Dr. Kevin Gilmartin is also a best-selling author. When he saw the video, his first thought went to the hiring process of Memphis Police Department.
In today's world, we have to look at how do we recruit our police officers? What are the protocols for selection? When you look at select groups that lose control, Los Angeles had them, New York had them, it seems like the precursor behavior to these are the human resources people cut corners.
He's questioning the hiring process.
Were there thorough background investigations? Did they use appropriate polygraph examinations? Were there complete psychological assessments prior to employment? And when you cut corners on those, these are the types of behaviors that you see.
Dr. Gilmartin also calls into question the workplace environment that allowed this behavior to happen.
It was sort of just a gang, a specialty unit that morphed into a street gang, and that would be my concern. And that we'd need to look at that from the cultural perspective of the department.
Dr. Gilmartin says that proper training and accountability are crucial to a successful police department. Reporting live from the South Side, Lupita Murillo, News 4 Tucson.